These are some old oak trees. These trees were planted around the Civil War, maybe before. Come here. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Well, you know, the paranormal can happen anywhere at any time.
Right.
And one of the most amazing things is we're out, you know, we love to do the cemetery videos where we're showing these people's memorial stones along with their photographs that are available online. And every once in a while we run into something. Mm-hmm. And the last place we went, and I'm sure you've already seen the video, but the last place we went, there was this long row of oak trees. Probably went, 3-4 miles, this row of oak trees. So I knew something was there. Jennifer saw it, and coincidentally enough, when she went across, it just happened to be where there was an old abandoned house.
Right.
Come here. It's like an old abandoned house out here. An old abandoned house out here in the middle of the woods. And it doesn't look like anybody's been out here in a while. You know it? Mm-hmm. Huh? I know it. These thorn bushes are bad. I knew those trees looked funny the way they were built. So this was an old abandoned, there's a lot of briars right there. Hold on.
Well, I got out of the truck. He was trying to get her in the bag that he carries on the side. I don't want to say the name because she's going to look for it. She knows the name. So I was waiting for him to do that, and I was just filming like I always do, just doing some B filming, guys. That's just pictures and filming and stuff like that. And I noticed the trees look different this side of the woods. They look different, like they're newer, they're cut different or something. So I started getting curious. You know me, I'm going to look at it like, what is going on there? And I stepped right inside the woods and I saw an abandoned house. And you know me. And I know it's abandoned. That is grown up all around it. And so I know he was like, But see, when I find things fair and square, guys, like if we're just out filming, like I said, I wasn't looking for an abandoned house. But if I find one fair and square like that, he really don't stop me. He's just like, okay, that's fair. You found it fair and square. He'll go and let me look at it. Now, he don't necessarily go in them. Not all of them.
And you'll hear, she's wanting me to come in. She's asking me to join her. Woo! But I'm not. I got to try to look. And I think you know that.
So I'm looking around the front of the house, and I said, you need to come up here and at least look at it. So they had these thick briar bushes around the front of the house. So I'm trying to get through the briar bushes. I get through that, get up on the front of the house. Thirst. I get up to the house. Talk with me. I'm going to shut it down a little bit right now. Let me finish the story.
Looking for me.
I am looking for you, but not right now. Just listen to the story.
I can't get Spirit Talker to work, so I have to pull something else out.
Okay. But anyway, so I get up to the front of the door and I listen because I want to make sure I don't hear people walking around in there. I don't hear any movement in there. I'm listening, guys, for a lot of things. And I start to open the door, and you'll see on the video that something just loudly goes, Jennifer. Just like that. Like it whispers my name. And then
oh, wow.
And then immediately after, when I'm going in the house, you're hearing this like, I don't know what you call that, a snarl or a growl or something like that.
I don't know if it was saying something, if it was a growl, a cough, but there's definitely something there. And if you can make anything out, I mean, I would appreciate if you just comment below on that one. Normally, we'll bicker between the two of us as to what it might mean or say, but for this one, I just
You know
can't
there's
really
something
tell.
there.
You know there's something there.
I can tell there's something there, guys, right? There is definitely something there. And oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
Now it's trespassing.
Wow. You need to come see this. You need to come see this. Jay, this place has been abandoned a long time. A very, very long time. And like I didn't hear that in real time. I did not hear my name in real time. I didn't hear this growl or this snore, whatever this is in real time.
What's neat is I put that sea wrap up.
Yeah.
And we just missed it, but it showed like a warehouse when we was talking about that had a bunch of old stuff on the shelf.
Right,
so
right.
They'll see it up on the screen.
Okay. And so I stepped into the house and I stopped, and I always stop and I look around and I listen again, because you want to make sure with abandoned homes there could be people in there, guys. It could be more than just looking around and things like that. Like, I'm not looking for a haunted house when I'm doing abandoned explorations or when I'm doing these cemeteries. I am not doing haunted videos. I am just doing exploration videos. So I'm not looking for anything haunted. And the whole thing about doing an abandoned home is squatters. There could be somebody in there living or just sitting in there. They could be using that house to deal drugs out of. They could be doing all kinds of things in them homes.
Now the one.
You need to come see this. Jay, this place has been abandoned a long time. A very, very long time. Let's go ahead and look, guys. You'll see what I'm saying. Ooh. It's a beautiful old place. It's a beautiful old fireplace. So these books, engineering books.
Now the one hand that brings that the hand that's sticking out in that spot right here. That's just creepy. I didn't even see it either, guys. When I was walking around in there, and you'll notice with the camera, I started to scan in some rooms, and I noticed the floors are gone. So I'm like, okay, this part of the house that I'm walking on currently is okay because it's not spongy. But 3/4 of that home, the floors are falling in, so I'm not going to go in those rooms. Thank God I did not, guys. You'll see. I missed coming in there. There was a guy looking out of the basement door glass. You see his face looking out. You hear him cough. You see his hand.
This is strange.
When I'm turning the camera right there in the you see the black shadow just moves like that. Let's go ahead and look, guys. You'll see what I'm saying. Ooh. It's a beautiful old place.
It's a beautiful old fireplace. So these books, engineering books.
You can see on the opposite wall, Jennifer's shadow goes across.
Yes.
But then it's this wall here where the arrow's pointing. That's where the spirit is, or not the spirit, but the. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it was because I couldn't tell you if it was a squatter in there or if,
both.
Because what gets me, well, the moment you walked in the door, you know, something said your name.
Oh wow.
Right. So I think that because I did see a dark like shadow move twice in the video, and one is in that you'll see me filming like this, and you'll see a mirror, right, and then right behind me is a doorway, and you'll see a shadow move behind me in that doorway. Now remember that there is no shadow. I'm not casting a shadow behind me into that doorway. I'm looking at the mirror. All right. There is no way to be casting that shadow, and then the other one was in the living room. So that to me was a spiritual thing. The hand, the cough, the movement and things like that, the person's face, to me, that's a physical thing.
So these books, engineering books. Yeah, not going down through there or down through there. Let's go see if we can get through here. That was an old bedroom and dresser. You see that? And that's an old record player. I'm not going in there. It's kind of old. It's a beautiful home. That's a beautiful old home. It's got a basement that goes down through there, but the floors are all falling in.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So I only went as far as safely I could go. I didn't touch anything. And then I came back. Now I gotta get back to my briars. I told you, by the way, those trees were right there. There's something back here. And I was right.
There is no way to be casting that shadow. And then the other one was in the living room. So that to me was a spiritual thing. The hand, the cough, the movement and things like that, the person's face, to me, that's a physical thing. So it could be both that was going on in that home.
And it could be very easily. I mean, that was just some creepy stuff there.
Man, it was bad.
But the face that was in the mirror, or the face reflection in that door, either that was somebody standing across that was reflecting, or that face was in that door window.
Yeah, it was really creepy, guys. And the thing is, I didn't notice or feel a thing. And then when I started doing the video, right, I was thinking, thank God I listened to my gut. Thank God I didn't go down those steps. Thank God I did not go into those rooms, because something could have happened to me for real. And I just listen to my gut, guys. I really do. When you're doing those things like that, even if you don't see it, listen to your gut. Listen to that feeling, because your body, your intuition's always going to try to guide you safely. Always try to guide you safely. It wants to live. So it's gonna, your soul's gonna try to guide you safely. Try to listen to it. Try to listen to your intuition and be quiet and listen to your surroundings. Listen for sounds that are not normal to that environment. I'm not talking about squirrels and rats and little rodents. I'm talking about people walking, heavy footsteps, things moving that shouldn't be moving, stuff like that.
And normally you see us, we're doing this at a cemetery somewhere, just trying to see what the spirits have to say there, but we obviously feel that the spirits that are around us have something to say.
A lot.
And I want to tell you, well, right now, when you start off with this video right here.
I'd like to thank you both.
There's a white, see this right here? It's moving around, it's floating around and moving in all kinds of weird directions. I don't know what that is. We're taping it just in case. It was
Move
acting
back
weird.
down by the chipper shredder.
If you can hear me and you're a spirit, move down toward the shredder. Move again like you just did.
Damn it.
We saw you moving. Move again. Are you an angel? Are you an alien? Interdimensional?
So, you see, we're acknowledging there's something going on here. There's definitely something happening.
Cross.
And you hear me saying something here, Jennifer.
When did it happen?
This was a few nights ago when that
Yes.
big light was out here that was moving around that would pulse and get brighter. And Jennifer and I started talking to it. Well, you can
hear
see
it?
Can you hear it?
Move again for us. It's moving. Look,
It is.
you see it?
Oh, that is so weird.
Are you an angel? What is that? What are you? Are you an angel? Look, it looks like it's like going toward the camera or toward the steps. You tell me what that is.
I have no idea.
Can you hear it? No, we didn't
we,
hear
we
it.
couldn't hear it. No.
No, but the thing is, it was big, and it was changing shapes, and it showed directional thinking. Like it wasn't a bug. You could see the bugs flying around, and you saw these lights before around here, but this one,
Am I
this one
dead?
was,
Jessica.
this one was. What did it say?
Am I dead, Jessica?
It said Jessica. It said Jessica.
Yeah, which I don't know, but
Okay.
I
I
don't.
was hurt.
Hmm?
When were you hurt?
Is Jessica okay? You can cut this out. if you-
Yeah. You talking about my sister, Jessica?
That's odd.
I mean, there's hundreds of millions of Jessicas in the world, I'm
Right.
sure. It's just, coincidental that happened to be my sister's name. So, anyways, you can see that there was definitely some thinking behind
Not all of us.
What?
Not all of us.
Okay, whatever.
But you could see there's definitely some thought behind this. And if you'll notice, I tried not to edit or do anything so that insects, I want you to be able to see that this is not something that's being cast from the camera, because if it was, when the insects were in front of the camera, you would see a shadow cast into that bubble, but there never was. That round blot of light just stayed and moved.
Remember, guys, it's just a baby camera. This is not an expensive piece of equipment. 18. And the thing is, it's just a camera, right? And it shows in night vision. That's all it does.
What do you want to succeed? Downstairs.
We
Oh.
don't have a downstairs.
No, the
and
house
that
had
house
a-
had a downstairs.
And that's where we saw there was some stuff down there, yes.
Yeah, there was some stuff, but we're not talking about that house anymore.
No.
We're talking about what happened here the other night, and if there was something here that was trying to get our attention. Like, what was that light? What was that?
What is that? What are you? Are you an angel? Look, it looks like it's like going toward the camera or toward the steps. You tell me what that is.
I have no idea. But the sound, oh, the sound wasn't up on that.
Sound. I told you, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's right out front.
Yeah, right in front of the stilts. I don't know what it's doing. Why are you outside on the stilts? Are you an angel? I pray protection in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ over this place. Do you know who Jesus Christ is? I pray our angels protect us and encamp around us. In the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Are you the one that was the white light the other night? Are you the white light?
Where are we?
What was the white light that was here the other night? Do you guys know? Do you know what was the white light that was here the other night? Can you tell us? Was it a being of light or a being of dark?
Yeah, just.
I live here.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you an angel?
So you're an angel? Can you get really bright? Can you show us yourself? Are you here to protect us? To show me something? To show us something? If you're an angel, show us.
See, and I can't see nothing out there on the back of that. Because that's on the back of that blue tarp area.
If you're interdimensional, show us. Is it still floating around?
Yeah. Got even brighter now, and it's moving around more.
Where are you at?
Whoa, look how bright it got. And now it's going up. Nope, come back down.
Are you an angel of light? Let's talk to it. Is that talk?
Yeah, it's going up.
Are you an angel? Whoa. It looks like it keeps coming to the door, but I'm not opening the door, even if it's a light. So I know what it is. What should I ask it to do to see if it is what it is?
I don't know.
If you are interdimensional, will you come back and go up and down like north and south? Okay, it's coming back. Look how this disappeared.
Whoa.
Okay, it went north, right? North, right? If you're interdimensional, show us what you look like. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. Just hanging out right there.
Yeah, but it moves about like it's got its own thought process, the way it moves. You know?
Yeah. I can't explain it.
Is it a spotlight?
You know, you would think that until it starts floating in front of the door and stuff.
Okay, well, let's stop the footage and then review that footage.
I live here.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you an angel?
When did you live here? What year is it? Where's your house at? On this property, where's your house?
My death, cheerful.
Did you die on the property?
Yes.
Yes.
How did you die on the property?
You can't understand, sure.
Yes. Yes, I can.
We could
Did
understand.
someone harm you or did you die naturally?
Are you upset that we live on this property now?
Sure. Because you opened up a lot of those. It's a lot more open than it was. This would be a jungle if it wasn't like this.
Well, see, whoever lived here before had more than just this.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that home, that home, that home, and that home were all on that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
parcel
yeah.
of
That was
property.
their property.
Never.
Never? Okay, so was it just this little piece of area that was your property? Did you own property or were you an enslaved person? Could have been a plantation.
Or did you grow up here?
Yeah.
Could have been
Empty.
Empty.
Funny.
Funny. Did you fish? Did you fish in the lakes?
Saved. Examine.
Okay, now the other night when we
What's
saw
your name?
my name is Jennifer.
And my name is Jay. We live here. The spirits here should know us.
They do know it. That white light, is that to protect us? Is it a spirit?
Assuredly.
Assuredly. Okay. Is it a spirit of someone who lived here?
Right. So again, you'll see, because we started talking to it again. Jennifer was trying to get it to respond one more time by asking it to get brighter. Because the first time we asked it to move around, this time we're asking it to get brighter, and you see it did.
And it got solid too. It gets darker and lighter, more solid, more
but
lighter.
As and you saw it came up by the door. You heard us acknowledge it coming up by the door. Yeah, of course, we're not going to open the door, not at that point. And it's not necessarily that we're afraid of something. Back off.
But you have to welcome a spirit into your home like that. See, we have blessed our archways, our what do you call that?
Our thresholds.
Thresholds and the doorways and the windows and everything. Any kind of entrance into your home, you should have blessed, guys. So that thing, what got me about it was it would come right up to the door and right up to the steps or right to the house, but it wouldn't come in the house. It would never cross that threshold or that thing because I'm telling you, we prayed over it. Now, to me, a spirit, if it was a spirit of light, they would have had a problem crossing that threshold because they're holy.
Right.
So I'm just deducting logically
that
there's a reason. What?
Just said okay as you were saying that.
Okay. So logically, the only thing that can cross that threshold would have to have some kind of dark in it. So no, I'm not going to go out just because it looks like a light and say welcome. No.
Right.
I am very skeptical, guys. I'm like, look, it's going to have to do more than just be a light. That's it. You're going to have to be more convincing than that to make me think that you're pure light and that you have no evil intentions. So no, it's not going to work that easily with me. I don't get sold just because it's a light.
So what we're going to do is we're going to ask. Of course, we're going to ask some of our favorite TikTok questions, but this time because we're here and there's a little bit of a
what's that?
Promotional something or other, but we're going to ask some questions related to what this light could be as well.
I am.
I'm not from here. Talk to me.
Okay.
So we're talking to you, and you can talk directly to us because we're telling the folks that are watching this that we're asking you some questions. They're going to be about maybe what's happening around here and some things that are happening in the world today. So, do you want to go ahead? You can start.
I'll start with the big one. So, have you heard that the current Pope has passed away? Who was the Pope when you were alive? Do you know?
Who's the Pope?
Are you trying? Indeed. Okay, what was your Pope's name? Those names are in this database. I want to know.
I know they are.
Above. Tell them about the new guy that just rose up.
Can you tell me who the Mahdi is? Can you tell me anything about the Mahdi? Magic.
Valid. Wow. Black magic.
Mistress.
What?
Mistress.
Is he evil? Does he practice evil?
Is the Mahdi guy just delusional? Is he just a sick man that needs medical help?
I want to hear some words. Come up, specific words.
I do too. I think he's just a sick guy that needs medical assistance.
And he's trying to get all these people to think that he's one thing and he's not.
Exactly.
So can you tell me what exactly he is or what he's proclaiming to be? Can you tell us what he's proclaiming to be? Yeah, okay, then tell us, because, see, I want to know if y'all know what's going on in the world currently, and we're trying to see, by answering those questions, guys, specifically, we'll know if they'll know what's going on in the world. You know, like if they tell us the words we're looking for, and I'm sure y'all know, we can even pop those up on the screen. What?
Turn it on. Everything is on.
Yes. So what is he claiming to be? Did you have anybody during your time raise up and claim to be a prophet of God that wasn't?
Leave me alone. Closet.
You don't want to talk about God.
Holy water.
Holy water.
Holy water. So who was around that had holy water?
He's not here.
He's not here. Who's not here?
We will come.
Okay, who was the false minister?
Why are you asking?
Because we're curious. Who were the ministers or the ones who claimed to be ministers during your time that were false?
It's difficult. This happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
All through history, it's happened.
Yes.
Yes.
All through history. All right.
Please go.
No. Hey, you called us out here. Someone called us out here. We wouldn't be out here today if it wasn't for someone calling us out here the other night. So that's what we're here for. We want to know who that was and what they want. If there's something that they need.
Or
Is there
tell
a
me,
warning they're giving us? Like, we want to know, is there going to be a war, a world war, and when? When will there be a world war? Another one.
Please stop.
No, these are important questions. These are things that we need to know to prepare ourselves.
Are we headed into war? Is the United States headed into another war?
Take note. I'm excited.
Take note, I'm inside it.
Game.
Do you mean that you have something to do with what's going on politically right now?
Do you know who Donald Trump is?
Sensible. It's impossible.
Who is Donald Trump?
Understand.
Who is he? Who is your president?
I need it.
Okay, we've had a lot of bad weather lately, guys. A lot of these weather changes and patterns and things like that. And now they're predicting like a great tsunami to hit the U.S. sometime. They're predicting earthquakes and then the volcano going. Was anyone alive during a volcano eruption in the United States? Y'all remember the volcanoes erupting?
It makes no sense. Friend.
Do you know of any major natural disasters that are going to happen soon?
Are we going to have a major earthquake?
Understand.
Are we going to have one? Is that the San Madrid fault? Is the San Madrid fault going to rupture?
Switch.
Switch. Is it going to switch?
Are the poles going to switch in this
Sad.
Sad.
Are we going to have a bad weather occurrence happen here? Is something going to rise from the sea? Do you know anything about the
Elon.
One.
Is something bad going to happen to the United States?
That is what we want.
Okay, let me ask you another question. This might be a little touchy. So here lately, there's been a lot of things going on about the Epstein case and things like this. And now a young lady has come up that was a key witness.
I
That was a
remember you.
victim. What?
I remember you.
That was a victim back during
We're
the
here.
case. Yes, and she was testifying. Did she unalive herself? Most people don't think she did. Is it true? Back during your time that you were alive, was there child trafficking cases? Human trafficking? And I'm not talking about enslavement. I'm talking about in trafficking. Were there trafficking cases going on worldwide?
Idiot.
It did?
That idiot.
Yeah. It's a serious subject, guys, and it really happened.
Dorothy.
Dorothy. Was she trafficked?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
I know there was moonshine trafficking. I'm talking about, was there other crimes out here in the South that...
Well, I don't. I was trying to think about that too. I don't know how much trafficking there would be, unless it was just
'Cause you would
women.
think
Like,
it would have to be the population. It would have to be a certain number of people before you could start doing that.
Not
because-
necessary.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
above.
I don't know. Is China planning on going to war with us? Let's just start another subject. Do you think China is going to go to war with us?
I'm eternal.
I believe you. Do you remember, were you alive during the first terror stuff going on? When the terror force started the first time? What is China going to do?
Across.
Cross. They're not answering us as far as...
no, they're not. But guys, the big thing is, we just wanted to show you, paranormal activity can happen anywhere at any time, and usually the best evidence we ever really get is when we're not looking for it.
Right. When we accidentally run into it, or it just shows up on the camera.
I mean, the mountain home, and I'll pop that clip up here. We were doing just exploration, just enjoying the country when we found these legs.
Right.
So,
Happy met.
Yes.
but let's just go ahead. We don't know why there was a spirit or whatever that was here. If you have any ideas what that light could be, if you've seen something like that in your own yard,
Please show us.
yeah,
Or tell
show
us about it.
If you have your own video, put the video to your link in our comments, and we'd love to share it.
Yeah, because I'm sure at this point I'm very confident something's following me around. So that's it. Doesn't scare me, guys. I'm curious. I want to know, like, what's the point of it, right? Like, I don't see the point of any of it. I really don't. And
Unquestionably.
to me, there has to be a point to something. If it's
Yeah.
taking time and energy to do something, there has to be a point to that. So I'm just trying to figure things out. It's not scaring me. I'm just curious. I like to figure out the unknown. So that's all we're trying to do.
All right. Well, until next week, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good one.